Come on in, welcome to my home. Can you believe it's time for the September favorites? And I have some pretty good favorites that I can honestly say I have been using these a lot, and then there's one that I haven't, we'll get to it. Let me just get to it. Let's just jump into these because there are a lot of them and they're pretty cool, but we are going to start with this gardening stool. This is the DEERFAMY gardening stool. It is strong. I want to tell you that this thing is great. It has been the most wonderful thing to actually be able to sit out there and like get to where I need to go without having to get down there, destroy my knees, because I've always had bad knees from the time I was a little kid. This thing has padding on both sides, and you can flip it over. You can kneel on it, or you can sit on it. It holds a lot of weight. It's very sturdy. You do not feel like you're going to fall. It does fold flat. However, I can tell you, if you're going to fold it flat using both hands. Trying to do this with one hand while using the camera, that was awkward. With both hands, it's no problem. It folds flat. It's wonderful. It really does come in handy. It does come with a little pouch to the side with some gloves. That's great. I just wanted the stool. It works really well. And like I said, I like the fact that it's very stable. It can hold the weight. It holds up to 350 pounds, so there's no problem with it weight-wise. And I felt very secure sitting on it, so that's a good thing. This area rug. We got this area rug for Mom, and I thought at first, I'm like, you know, it's one of those washable area rugs. I'm like, well, this isn't going to be that great. I was wrong. This thing is so cool. It works really well, and I was worried that when I washed it, the colors would just run all over the place and it would bleed, and none of that happened. Now, I will say when we washed it, I did put it on a line. It wasn't a line, it was a pipe that was hanging in my garage. I put it out there to dry rather than putting it into my dryer, so I can't say how the backing, the non-skid backing, will dry in a dryer, but I can say doing it that way, the backing went perfectly. I mean, this thing just washed up really nice. It does take a while for it to lay flat, but it's nice. I mean, it feels like a rug. It looks like a nice rug. It is a printed pattern on the rug. I'm like very happy with it, and Mom is very happy with it. The robot vacuum is very happy with it. It realizes that it's a rug. It knows not to mop it. This thing works out really well, and the thing I like about it the most is the fact that it is non-skid. It has that non-skid backing on it, and you really don't have to worry about it sliding all over the place. In fact, you can't just do the normal, how you can sometimes jump on a rug and slide it. Nope, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. This rug is very nice, and I think you'll like it. These I have washed. I have gotten them all ready. I have not put them up yet, simply because I haven't done my fall cleaning. Nope, fall cleaning is not done, but they will go up in my bedroom. These are the NICETOWN Natural Room Darkening Curtains. They are nice. I mean, I was really surprised at how nice they are, and the best part about this is, after washing them, they don't wrinkle. That to me is one of those important things. I can put them in the washer, put them in the dryer, take them out. They do not wrinkle. They are room darkening. It does have a spot where you can put in clips so that way you can do the whole clip thing and put rings on them. I'm just going to throw them through my curtain rods and just like I normally do. But they are heavy duty. They're nicely hemmed. These are 8 feet long, so they'll go the full length. It's just nice. It is so nice to have curtains which will look really good. I'm ready to put them up. I'm ready to use them, so I can hardly wait. But I was really impressed after going through, checking all the seams and everything. They look great. The magnetic file holder, when I got this, I'm like, what am I going to use it for? Well, I use it to put things that I'm going to take out. All of these things I have gotten from Amazon Vine, which is a place where I get to test out these products and then give my honest opinion of how well they work or how well they don't work, depending upon the item. But these have been my favorites. I did not have to pay for them. They did come to me for free. But these are the ones that I actually like, because there have been a few that I didn't. But the magnetic file holder, the interesting part about this is it's strong. I mean, it's actually really strong. The magnet on it, just when I put it on the refrigerator, it stuck. It stuck really well. It can hold a lot of weight. I don't have a lot of weight in there right now. I just have my recipes for what's coming up in the next few days, because that's where I keep my food recipes. That way I can know what I'm going to cook and what I'm not going to cook and that sort of thing. But I can also put things like outgoing mail back there. And it's just really nice. They will attach to anything which is metal, like filing cabinets, that sort of thing, and they are big enough that you can put legal size files into it, and it will hold it nicely. Okay, let's talk about the things that I had some fun with. The first one is the Gooseneck kettle. Okay, I didn't think I would need a gooseneck kettle, because what the heck am I going to do with a gooseneck kettle except for make hot water, which I think is one of the most underrated things possible. This thing goes really quick. You pour your water in, press the button down, and the next thing you know, you have hot water to use however you want. It looks very sleek. I like the look of it. I like everything about it. I think it's a really nice addition to just about anything that you would possibly have. It will look nice. It does not take up too much room on your counter. I would say I would use that a lot. Now, the other one that I had tons of fun with, way too much fun with this, was the milk frother. This milk frother slash steamer is just absolutely a blast. Here's what I did. As I took the milk steamer, I poured the milk in. It does have maximum and minimum levels in it. If you are going to go for the most frothy, almost like I won't call it a whipped cream, but you're getting pretty close. And I am using 2% milk on that. Put it in there, make sure that you just hit that maximum level for that, and then go. And in a few minutes you have, well, I don't even think it was a few minutes, it was no time, you have frothy milk that you can then pour over whatever it is you're drinking. Coffee, hot chocolate, that sort of thing. So then that got me thinking, well, could I do this with also like a non-dairy creamer? So we tried non-dairy creamer, and guess what? It worked just as well. Do pay attention to the limits, because if you fill it up too full, you're gonna have problems. Yeah. Pay attention to the limits. I did not like necessarily how you activate it, because you press the button and then you press it a couple times to get it go down to the different levels of thickness for your foam. But it does have indicator lights. It works really well. It takes very little time to do it, and it is just nice. It is one of those things where I think I'm going to use this quite a bit this fall and this winter for hot chocolate. Putting, some sort of nice foam on top of my hot chocolate. It cleans up really well, and it does come with an extra wire heating element that helps whisk it around. So that's nice. Non-stick baking sheet. It's actually a replacement for something else, but I have been using it in my oven. This is nice because it really is non-stick. I have been just frying things, putting things, like I'll fry it up, put it on the pan, put it into the oven. It works. It works really well. It's 13 by 13. It is a nice gauge. It is really non-stick. I'm going to tell you this right now. Everything just comes off of it with no problems whatsoever. If you're going to get this frying pan, which is the ZAZY non-stick frying pan. This is the 10-inch non-stick frying pan. I'm going to tell you right now that that thing is heavy. Think cast iron heavy. It is very heavy. It cannot go into the dishwasher, but it is non-stick, and I mean actually non-stick. It fries really well. It browns really well. Like, I was surprised at how well it browns. But the one thing I will tell you is it's large and it's heavy. My mom can barely lift it using 2 hands. You will find that it does fit into your regular sink if you're just, washing it. You don't need a farmhouse sink to wash it in. It does work really well. You need barely any oil so that you can fry things in it, but it's really nice, and I want to stress this. This thing is so super nice. Then we have our wonderful, which I should have gotten way earlier, a French press. Yes, I finally got a French press again. And I thought I'd put it through the test by just using regular coffee, because most French presses, you're supposed to use a coarse ground, but I thought I'd try this with regular coffee. It does come with those 2 clear mugs that you see, the glass mugs. Once I poured the hot water from my tea kettle into it, then it did. I just let it brew, pressed it down, poured it in there. Here's what I thought was interesting, is you did not have what would they call it, a grainy cup of coffee. So there weren't the grains that you would have if the coffee filter did not filter it out well. And it does. It filters it out really well. I was surprised by that, because like I said, I put it through the test by just using regular coffee. Filtered so nice. And I'm glad to have a French press back again, because there are times when I'm brewing something or making some coffee where I only need 2 cups of coffee. Instead of having to drag out my coffee maker, I can just use my French press, and it's also really nice for tea. I have found that making tea in it is really helpful. Now, the last thing that we have for us this week, or this month, is this mirror. This mirror is really cool because it can be a floor mirror, which is really cool, but you can also hang it on the wall. It does come with everything that you need to hang it on the wall. The screws, the wall plugs. It is very nice. It is very heavy. It came packaged so that nothing was damaged. I like it. Where Mom put it was in her office slash craft room. It gives her the ability to have lots and lots and lots of light back there, because it reflects the window that's out in the main area. And it's just a really nice mirror. I was surprised by it. It's about 5 feet tall. When it is on the floor, it does have a built-in, what would that be, like foot, so that way you can angle it. It's really nice. I'm like happy that we have this. She's happy to have it because it just gives her extra light. Alright, so those are my favorites. Well, just look at the time. I've talked for quite a while on these. Those are my favorites for the month, and like I said, this is really cool. They are linked down in the description. I did get all of these items for free to test out, and I love them. I really think that it's neat. Now, if there are some things that you would like to see me test out, let me know down in the description. If you're interested in having a deeper dive into the video, into each item, or that sort of thing, let me know, because I can do a video on a particular item so that you can see more about it. Now, if you want to go get a deeper dive, just normally, we do a weekly vlog on my Patreon / members channel. It's a great way to support this channel. It helps me be able to do those other things that I need to do, and it keeps me being able to do this full-time. It's one of those things that you can support the channel, but also if you don't want to do that, you can just support this channel by liking and sharing this video. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that this is a video that you should see. Like I said, I really do like all of these items this month, and I've been having tons, and I mean tons of fun using all of them, and they're things that I will continue to use versus things where you get them and you're like, meh, it was great for a while, but I'm never going to touch it again. All of these things I will use probably until I can no longer use them. Let me know what you thought about them down in the description, and I hope down in the comments below, and I hope I get to see you again the next time you stop by.